Hello everyone, I am Roach Dubs. I'm actually working on some documents to prove that. Anyways, today I want to talk about why I don't like tipping, or why I feel like tipping culture is a little silly, or just like the American idea of making a consumer that's already paying for their own food pay someone else's salary because it's polite. That's stupid. And when you look at tipping, it's not really done a lot of other places unless like the food was super duper good. But in America, like, I remember I went out to eat one time and my food was, already kind of expensive. They added their own tip on there, like, because they just automatically do that sometimes. So they added their own tip. I'm like, why is this so expensive? So I asked the waiter and he says, oh, yeah, they add the tip on there, but I can take it off if you want. And this dude looked at me so sad, like, man, I won't be able to be. Dude was like, man, I won't be able to feed my kids if you don't give me this tip. But he was only saying it with his eyes. Like, dude looked at me so sad. I just said, go ahead, keep it on there, man. Because, it's unfortunate that we live in such a, weird society to where the people that get paid. Like, I remember a friend of mine was going to work at Applebee's in a restaurant near my hometown. And the Applebee's paid $3 an hour. $3 an hour. That's not a living wage. And they were like, most of your money will come from tips, but you still need to split that among everybody. How do they expect waiters to live? That's insane. And the thing about it is, like, people view this and they're like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. I'll just get my tips and split it with the rest of everybody. You're barely having a living wage. How can you expect me to help pay your bills? I'm already having trouble doing my own thing. I'm not gonna tip you. And like with DoorDash, like when you DoorDash something, I feel like you have to tip your driver or they're gonna spit in your food, and I think that's stupid. You chose to work on DoorDash, you chose to pick my order, and you chose to bring me my food, and I'm paying for my food. Why do I also have to pay you? Like, what does that have to do with me? I've done my part. I've bought my food. You want me to spend extra money that I probably don't have for you? No, I don't. I just don't understand the point of wanting people to pay extra money on top of what they already paid. It's so silly. It's like they're scamming pretty much. And something I also noticed was that people want tips for the most minimal jobs ever. Like, y'all remember that Boondocks episode where Robert was in the bathroom and this dude like turned on the water and put the soap in his hands for him, and then he was like, can I have a $5 tip? And Robert was like, $5 tip? All you gave me was a paper towel. And then the dude was like, oh, you didn't have to ask for that. It came with the service. And then he got pissed off because Robert didn't give him a tip. I wouldn't have given that nigga a tip either. The thing is, I might consider giving someone a tip if they like just fix my car from the ground up, and I might throw him like 50 cents to go get him a little pop or something out of the machine. But y'all expect me to tip this McDonald's cashier that all she did was take my order and put it on the screen? I'm supposed to give her extra money? Who do I look like, Jesus? I'm not out here giving shit to people for free. I'm barely getting it on my own. The thing about tipping is, like, it's so encouraged that people often feel bad when they can't tip other people, or they're looked at in a negative like connotation because, oh, you're not gonna tip, you're such a terrible person for that. How am I a terrible person for not tipping? What if I'm broke too? I only bought $1.50 worth of food from McDonald's. What do you expect me to give? My life? I have nothing else for you. And don't let it be one of those like small little businesses like in a mall or some shit. Like, there's this boba restaurant in the mall that's near my hometown. I'll go there, I get my little boba, dang 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 dang. I have to go there and get my little boba, ABCD or whatever. And I'll get my boba and I'll be ready to check out. And the cashier will be like, oh, just answer the question on the screen, yes or no, and just pay for your food. And they'll be like saying that shit like they expect me not to tip. I'm not gonna tip, but the fact that you think I'm broke, now I'm gonna shut your business down because I see multiple health code violations back there. Have fun not paying your mortgage this month. The thing is, people expect others to come in and go and be like clutch for them when the big business that they work for or that they're trying to make isn't doing enough. Like, you're getting paid $3 an hour. Who am I to swoop in and be like, here's $100 tip so you can eat this week? I don't got it like that. Most people that are going to the restaurants already have planned on having enough money to go there before they get there, not more for a tip. The most I've ever tipped someone was like $5 because I'm not finna give you extra money that I really just don't have. And I know this is separate from tipping, but I used to work at a grocery store before I came to college. And I would, you have to ask them the question, hey, would you like to donate? Da, 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 da. As soon as the words, hey, would you like to donate something, come out of your mouth, they say no. And it's only like $1 or whatever. But I'm like, I understand that's your dollar. Do what you want with it. So as far as tipping goes, I can never really get behind it, man. It's never just been my thing. But I understand why people will need it because, everyone has to eat and everyone has families and shit. But honestly, bro, go get your CDL because I ain't got nothing for you. I'm sorry. Like, working at McDonald's pays more than working at like a Applebee's or some shit. Because the one near me paid like $3 an hour and they expected you to get most of your money from tips. Who do they think is finna walk in here, like Elon Musk? Like, I see some people tipping hundreds of dollars and etc etc. Like, when I get big on YouTube and I start making money off of it and everything, more than I am or whatever, I'll be tipping more because I'll be able to bless other people as God has blessed me. But as far as right now, I ain't got it. Matter of fact, I'm the type I know some people that will like get their food and just leave. Like, they'll sit down at their restaurant, eat their food and shit and leave. Like, would they still be expected to tip since their server served them, even though they're fucking gone and didn't pay for anything? But I don't know, man. That's just me. Honestly, the tipping thing is a little silly, and I'll never be able to get behind it. Pause, because it's just not for me. And this was like a quick little one take video that I made because I just got back to school and I leave Thursday. So hopefully I can make more throughout the week. But I know that I'm trying to be more consistent and just improve some uploading habits or things that I have going on. And I appreciate all of y'all for watching. If you have watched this far, I love all y'all and I will see y'all later on.